All right, time for another fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with snowy, which is interesting. Wasn't yesterday's answer showy? I think it was. Yesterday was showy. Now, obviously, that we can't guess that because we have hard mode turned on still, and that would be 4 lies. So I want to reuse the S somewhere else, so that way that will be true, and I can use another letter. Like maybe we could end with NS or something. That wouldn't be terrible. We could do something like, I don't know, thins would work. Sure. Okay, so one of the two S's is a lie, so we know that the gray ends are true. Interesting. So if we want it, we could start with SH, and the S would be the lie on the first one, and that would leave the then that would mean the S is the lie on the second one too. So we'd have to do 3 new letters with that. We could do share though. Okay. Well, one of the H's is a lie, so we know there's no S because whichever one of those two is, they could both be lies, but at least one of them is a lie, and on the row that one of them is a lie, the gray S will be true, so we know this is the lie up there. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now, one of the H's is a lie. We don't know which one. I'm going to sort of go off the assumption that the H, we could say the T is maybe the lie and do TH. Now, if that's true, then the H is the lie here, so we have to have an R. Ooh, we'd have to do this. We could do 3. Let's go for that. Ooh, the double green means at least one of those is true. Okay, so the green H or the gray H in thins and 3, one of them is a lie. So the T is definitely true. So either, now the interesting, the H would have to be the lie both times here if the green H is true. So let's assume that's true for a second. Okay, that means that the R then has to be at the beginning, and we have to have the double E, because everything else has to be true. And that's not a thing, so there's no way. So the green H can't be true. The green H has to be the lie. Now, that means the gray I is true. Now, we don't necessarily know that these are true, because it could be that it's supposed to be yellow, and there's an H somewhere else, but then you still have the R-E-E. And so if you did like R second, you're not going to do HR, and you're not going to do R-H-E-E. I don't think that's a thing. So I don't know how that would work. So I think those are going to be true. So, interesting. If it was, so we can't have R-E-E. That's not possible. Because this would have to be the lie, but then what would be the lie up here? Well, you could if you had an A somewhere, I guess, earlier on. The A would have to be the lie. But I don't think, I really like the double E. That's interesting. I'd like to try and do, you know what we could do is we could say ER, which would make this one the lie. Ooh, and that one the lie. Those 2 E's would be the lies then if we did ER. And there would be no A. So what could we do with that? We could do something like super, but there's no S. Or ruler? We could do ruler with another R. It's possible, and it gives us a potential, chance for some different mistakes. Or some contradictions, I mean. Not mistakes, contradictions. Okay, well, we know that for sure one of the 2 E's has to be true because they can't both be lies. You can't have 2 lies on the same row. So there has to be 1 E for sure, possibly 2. But either way, we know this is the lie. The rest of these are true. So the R is at the beginning. There is an R, which therefore means these are probably true unless there's another R. Oh, no, there's not another R because look, we have green and gray, which means those are definitely true. There's 1 R and it's not in those positions. Those are definitely true. So either these are both lies, right? The A and the E there, or these are both lies. Those are the only options. So if there's an E at the end, which, pretty good odds, then these are both lies, which would mean there's an A and only the 1 E. That's not too bad. I mean, that seems perfectly possible. What if we did RA? What would that be? I'm not sure. There's got to be something that could be, but I'm not thinking of it. I'm not sure. Okay. Otherwise, we could say that these two are the lies. There's an E fourth, and there's no A. But the problem is, there could still be more than one E, because that last one could be yellow, right? But because we know there's no U, I, or O, or Y. So if there's no A, then all we have is E's. But, oh, we need to do an L. Oh, we could do rebel. Rebel. That would work. Oh, that was going to be it. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Here's something to think about. No. What do we know? What do we know? What do we know? We don't know much. We've got a lot of green E's. I know that much. Okay, let's look at this. This E and this L cannot both be true, right? One of those two is definitely a lie. This E and this E cannot both be true. One of those two is definitely a lie. Therefore, those are the two lies on those two rows. The rest of these have to be true. So there's definitely an E here. But we know that there's definitely an E fourth or fifth because one of those two has to be true. So there's definitely two E's. So we've got RE, and there's an E either fourth or fifth, and the L can't be third. So the L is fourth or fifth, whichever one the E is not in. So it's either this. We could do revel. That would work if that yellow E was the lie there. Revel. Otherwise, it has to be LE this way. But then you have to have an A. If you have the E at the end, you have to have an A. So that's not going to work. So yeah, I think revel. Oh. What? Oh, repel. Oh, there's too many R-E-E-L words. Repel. Yeah, I think it's repel. Ugh. Of course, I tried the B and the V first. I should have just gone for repel, but I didn't think of that one. All right, well, interesting. Again, we basically started with all grays because the only clue we had was a lie, and the next one, all grays except for the one that was the lie. So it took us a few guesses to really get going. The extra E's was interesting, and trying to figure out, the double green there, and only one of them was true. Yeah, very interesting. Tricky one today. So still got there on hard mode. So it had one more guess remaining. So not too much danger there. But yeah, be sure to share in the comments, how your solve went. Did you get it in 3 guesses? Are you the ruler of fibble, or was it, kind of a thin chance of solving by the time you got to the end, and the puzzle was repelling you and rebelling against you, I guess. I don't know, something. Let me know how it went. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.